Howdy everyone, this is Mopop, this is the Time Society, and welcome back to episode number 80. We are just back in the live stream, and I'm standing on top of a diamond block because in that live stream, we went off and we delivered a villager over to Leowin, and it was to put into his crane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out his latest videos and see what he's been working on. We delivered a nitwit to him, and he has paid us this one diamond block. I wasn't expecting any payment for it. I just did it for fun, but that is absolutely awesome. We'll go ahead and add it to the collection. Thank you so much for that contribution. We also moved another villager, and we got him. Man, we're experiencing lag already. We moved him over into the villager farm, or at least the villager crop farm, and he is now farming away. Fifth villager now to be adding, or to be farming crops for our farm. And if we pop up there, oh no, we're not going to make it with that one either. Let's pop up, let's try that again. Are we going to make it? There we go. In last episode, we worked on this. This is the storage system for that farm below, and it's looking pretty cool in my opinion. I really like it. We're not going to continue working over here today, though. I would have liked to see some crops coming up, but yeah, we do have the farmer in now, so it is working again, and crops are coming along well. We're actually going to be working. Oh wow, we got that chest completely full. Coolio. So we're actually going to be working, oh, not over there. We're going to be working over there. We got a large space that was actually pranked a little while ago. Someone determined that I just did not have enough. Yeah, there's that villager. So we'll actually probably see crops go up there pretty soon. We actually got pranked a little while ago. Somebody determined that we did not have enough lighting over there, and so we in turn got pranked, and there was a large wooden torch. And there was also a whole lot of normal torches right like that, lighting up the whole area. That was the carrot guy, but why are there no carrots coming up here? Is he just standing there? Did he decide not to throw anything? That could be, or maybe there's potatoes already coming through. That's the case. Look at that. That's really awesome. I love how you can see them come up like that. But this is the area that I'm talking about, to the right of the Whomping Willow, at least if you're sitting up from the normal side of the base there. We're going to fill up this area, and hopefully it is actually enough area for what I want to do. As you can probably tell from the title, we're building the Quidditch pitch, and hopefully it fits in here. I've got some blocks where I can try to outline how it's going to be, but we do actually have this down here, and if you guys aren't familiar with this, let's pop down and take a look at what this is. This is a prank slash gift from Ethise. I would say it's more of a gift because it's so incredible. This is my season 1 base. He came down here, he dug out this area, and then he built this here, and I could not be more happy with it. Look at that. He did that. That was a couple episodes ago, and by a couple, like, I mean probably like 10, 15, maybe more. It was around Easter, and it's absolutely incredible. I think I might change the size of this room a little bit, just probably even it out. So like we've got 1, 2, 3 blocks here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks there. We've got a couple in the back. 1, 2, yeah, we got 4 in the back. And then we've got a bunch over here. So I think I'm just going to try to even it out a little bit. I think like these two maybe are the same. I'm not quite sure. But I'm probably going to even it out a little bit. And then, well, or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure actually. We'll see. We'll see what this lines up best with. But I do want to put those like big viewing stands, I guess. I don't know, those big colored things that represent the different houses. I want to put one of them right on top of there so that you walk in to the viewing stand, and then there's the little staircase that goes down to that build. So that'd be pretty cool. And then we'd have that whole area kind of covered up, and we could bring the forest forward and everything and just kind of fill in some of those empty spaces. I think it'll be pretty cool. But right now, I just want to lay out how this thing's actually going to fit in, because it is hopefully going to be pretty big. So from up here, it definitely looks pretty skinny. It's a good thing we're not really going to be making much function of it, unless maybe at some point I determine how I would actually have the game played, maybe something with elytras or something. From this angle, it doesn't look terrible. It looks a little bit shorter, but it is almost like boat shaped. It is kind of skinny, it's pretty long, but I think it works. And where I have these squares marked out are where all those boxes are going to go, and we're going to have one for each house. So we'll have the Gryffindor one probably right here, maybe Slytherin diagonal to it, and then Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, something like that. And then we do have it centered over the new hole that I did move it a couple blocks over, so now it comes down and kind of floats in the middle. You can still see that there is a little bit of area back there. I haven't adjusted that room at all. But we do also have the height. So I think the height of these things is pretty good. If I remember correctly, it goes up 18 blocks, and then it goes up to there. And then this area here that is not a part of those boxes is only going to be probably 4 blocks high. So I'll have a little bit of a wall, a little bit of something on the inside, and then we'll have the actual ring and everything, and we'll have the goalposts and whatnot. So should look pretty cool. Of course, I bought it only in cobblestone right now. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, the boxes are going to be super colorful and everything. I think I kind of want to do those first, except I need a lot. I think I'm going to do it in concrete powder, and I'm going to need a lot of it. And I don't really know how much of that stuff I have. Actually, let's pop over there real quick. I think I did have a stack of concrete powder that I did not use for a project, but I have a feeling it's lime green and not dark green, which I would need. So that's not going to work if that's the case. And I do have some dark green regular concrete, but it is lime powder. That's probably not going to work. I think the dark green would look a lot better for the Slytherin Tower. In fact, yeah, it definitely would. So we are going to use the dark. I'm going to have to grab a plenty of probably sand because gravel, yeah. Well, let's not turn our thing there. We may or may not have enough. I'll do what I can with what I have. And I guess we do have a bit of sand, but we're probably going to need more. That's really not a huge issue in my opinion, though. I think it's going to be okay, but we'll see. You know, we'll just kind of play it by ear here. Anyway, wow, you can probably hear it in my voice. That live stream has absolutely destroyed me. I did not mention earlier, I will leave a link, as always, to the previous live stream down in the description box below. And during the thing, I did mention that we will be doing probably a little bit more Diamond Society a week. Now, I say that very unsurely because I tried it this week and it felt very cramped for time, and both episodes, well, I guess the first episode was pretty good on length, but the second episode felt very rushed. I was still happy with it, but it wasn't quite as long and I didn't get quite as much done in it as I would have liked. I came to the wrong place. So what I'm thinking is maybe one full-length episode on Sundays, as I've been doing, and then possibly bringing back an old series on Wednesday and doing 5 to 10 minute videos. And that is a series that was not as popular when I was doing it, and I guess I actually was in the right place. It was not quite so popular when I was doing it, and that is the Minecraft throwback, where we go back to the old versions of Minecraft and we play through, and you can kind of see like the evolution of Minecraft, where we have, you know, all the things in the version, and then we upgrade the version, and then we explore all the new things, and then we upgrade, and we just kind of keep playing everything to its full extent. And it was a pretty fun series for me to do, but it was getting very low. Oh, well, we don't have a lot of that. It was getting very low views. It was getting maybe 10 views a video. But a couple days ago, I got that one of those videos recommended to me somehow. I'm not quite sure how that really happened, but it was recommended to me on my YouTube home screen. And that prompted me to go back and look at it because there was a lot more views. There were over 900 views on that video. Now that could be old people going to old versions looking for inspiration. That's very possible. It was all done in a medieval style, so maybe people looking for medieval build style. That's entirely possible, and that is absolutely awesome with me, because that means that over time it really does actually add up, and I need more ink stacks as well. So yeah, over time it really does add up, which is totally fine with me, and I think if for how much I actually enjoyed doing that series, to have that is totally fine with me. Even if there's not quite as much interaction, which is one of my favorite parts of YouTube, I think it would be okay maybe to just have those, and just over time, you know, people are seeing them, and if they're enjoying them, then that would be awesome. Now, I have not looked at analytics or anything, seeing, you know, view times or percent viewed or anything like that, but, you know, it's very possible that it is not that great, but even then, I think I might still try to go back and do those. They were fun little builds that I would do, and then I would do short videos on them, and I think I could totally do that. Or maybe just do some video that's not Diamond Society on Wednesday, and then Sundays will always be Diamond Society. At least that's the goal. You know, sometimes I get busy and that happens, but maybe we should try that. And I was just kind of hearing everyone's opinions, and I did get somebody that said that. That was actually Silvercost, by the way, a fellow member on the server, and I totally agree. I think that would be a great thing to do, and I definitely do want to give it a shot. So anyway, let's just keep making a little bit more of this. I see how it looks over there. I don't know if I should turn it to, actually, let's grab a full stack of that. I don't know if I should turn it to regular concrete or not. I have a feeling it's probably fine as is, although maybe for the towers I should leave it, and then when I do the grass and the concrete, which I am planning on doing so I can do stripes, that was not right. Maybe I should do it then, just the regular dye, but let's just see how it looks. Let's stick that back in there, and the gravel as well. and hopefully it all looks good. So yeah, as well, you guys let me know what you think, how I should be doing my videos. Do you like to see the Diamond Society on Sunday, and do you like to see the 15 to 17 minute videos? Or would you prefer to see 2 shorter episodes, and would you like to see other series coming back and just doing those short videos on Wednesdays? So let's just do it with, actually we'll probably want to make that one Gryffindor, because that's how you get down to my old house. Let's just take out a couple of these, and we'll just do up one side. So I think these are checkerboard pattern. If I remember correctly, that's how it looks. So we're going to try that. That means green there, black, and we're just going to use up some, if not most, of the green. And if this doesn't work, we'll just run water down the side, and then it'll all be good. We'll probably have to control it a little bit, but that's the nice thing about building with this stuff. It is pretty easy to turn. If you want to turn it all at once, it can take a little bit longer, but turning it all once it's already there is actually pretty easy, which is super helpful. And I do apologize that it's getting night. I know at night usually my videos look a little bit... Oh, was that right? Yes. Wait. No. I know that my videos look... Oh, wait. There we go. I know that my videos look a little bit odd at night, and that's just because of the render settings I use. I think... I don't know. I've been trying to play with them and trying to master how they look, and I think the last episode actually turned out a little bit grainy, but the one before that turned out good, and I used the same settings, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But let's take a look at that. You know, that, I almost want to say that totally works. Let's try this during the day. Let's just see what this looks like during the day. So this bridge we worked on in last episode, I said I wasn't 100% happy with it. If you guys have some better ideas, please rebuild it in one of your own worlds and then send me a picture of it on Twitter at Moppbot, and I will take that into consideration. I would love to see what you guys have, because I'm not entirely pleased with what I have. I'm gonna leave it for now, but I think that there's somebody out there that could probably do it better than I can. Let's go ahead and take a nap here. Let's see what it looks like during the day, because I think that's going to give a totally different view of it, because at night you don't really get that grainy look that the concrete powder actually has. It looks a little bit more smooth, like the actual concrete would be, the the hardened stuff. So that could be a big factor. And from far away it totally looks okay, but as we get closer it still looks pretty good. I'm having a hard time with this one. I think I'm going to leave it as is. Once again, I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. I'm going to leave it as is, because if I turn it and you guys say that the powder looks better, then I'm going to be kind of stuck because you can't turn it back. So I'm going to leave it like this. And then if it does look better as the regular concrete, I'll come back and I'll switch it over. I'm going to get the other pillars done. Hopefully it's all going to look pretty good. So take a look at this. That's awesome. I really do like how that looks. That's really cool. Let's head on down there. I actually made another small change right here. Instead of just having the path hop up and you'd have to use the jump bar in order to keep coming up, I just added these oak slabs. They blend in pretty well, and then they also make it a much smoother grade up, and then kind of edited up the path a little bit, brought it up to the dome and everything. I call it a dome. It's not really a dome. A stadium, I'd say, the pitch. But we've got the 4 towers there. We've got Gryffindor and Slytherin right here. We've got Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw over here. And then on the inside, we have all of the playing field. Of course, none of the grass is in yet. I'm going to do that all in the concrete powder as well. But I really like these. Of course, they're not done yet. I still need to add like a roof over them and add like a little cutout and then like a chair or something. Like something to make it look like you'd actually be able to sit up there. And this one actually needs a door as well. And that's going to have to go like right here. And I'm going to have to be very careful about placing it. That's going to be a little difficult, I think, but I'll see. Maybe, I don't know if you can push doors in. Maybe that'll work. I'm not quite sure, but I do have that hole right under there, as I showed you before. But coming on in here, I did use the oak slabs for all the corners, and that's just for on the outside, so that when you have the stairs here and they're on a corner, you don't just have a random gap of air. So over here, you'll see that that peeks through, and that's to prevent that. And I think it actually looks pretty good. I was a little bit skeptical of it at first. I also was thinking maybe of using iron blocks, although then I thought that'd be too bright. I'd like to go for this. I think it matches everything else pretty well, and it does in my opinion. I don't know how it looks with these 3 right next to each other, but for the most part, I'm very, very happy with it. It does have the andesite band going around as well to kind of break up all the stone brick, which I think really, really helps. And also, I have these stairs going across the bottom to give a little bit more of a gradual slope going up between these 2 wood logs. And then I also have the ones to do the same thing going in the other direction, coming back in, which is pretty cool. I did have them here too, but having them right there and having the colored bands on both sides, yeah, I wasn't too sure about that. Having that checkerboard pattern on both sides looked a little bit strange after leaving it for a little bit, so I went and removed them all. But so far, I think it's coming along really well, and I'm super, super pleased with it. So once again, trying something new with the time lapse and did it in first person. Thought it would come over pretty well, so I guess I give it a shot. I don't know. It's a lot of moving, so maybe it was a little bit rough, but you can see we did these lines in two, and actually after the fact, I did go ahead and add these lights in there, and they fit in pretty well with the colors, but the only problem I have with them is that because we did these too wide, they're off center, and that looks pretty strange. So I might come back here at some point and edit these, make them lines of one going across, and then probably put a second beam right here too to make this completely even because we've got an extra row over there. We'll see, probably actually will be done, but everything's looking pretty good around here. I also added in the goalposts and actually stuck up pressure plates on them. You can just barely make them out. I would zoom, but we updated to 112.1, so I don't have that function at the moment. But yeah, you can just barely make out the pressure plates, and that's to stop spawning. So in here, I believe nothing can spawn. I think the way I have the lights, everything should be well enough lit. And I also edited up these things here, and let's actually go in one of these because I did add the doors on both this one, and a path going back over to the main area. So we come on in here, we got the dark oak floor. This one goes down to the build before, neat little light there, and then a ladder going up to the top. Looks pretty cool from the inside. I really do like this. And we come on up here, and yeah, you got actual booths now, which is pretty cool. So we got some seats going up here and a staircase to get to them. I don't have ladders going to these two, so those look a little bit different. That chair just goes all the way across here at the bottom, or there's a stair rather, I think. It's, no, it looks solid. No, I guess it is a stair. There's one more stair, and then it also comes down. It's a little hard to tell with how the game, how the game blurs everything together. But yeah, guys, I'm super happy with this. Hopefully y'all are too. I'm very pleased. I really am. I also brought forward the forest. If you take a look at that, that's probably best viewed from up here. And yeah, that fills up some more of the area, which is just all awesome. Really happy with this. We've got plenty of area to still work on. But anyway, that'll be coming in the later episodes. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed. Whoop, go ahead and subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Are we gonna hit anything? Hey, we're gonna make it. Whoop, oh, no, we're in the water.